No time for fake ones. Just since you crystal with these real ones. From east to west coast, spread love, son. And while you keep talking, wish me count bank funds. Let's go.
I'm Mama, Miss Savannah. Usually rock the clock.
Hey there, Geanie Beans. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. If you haven't seen it already, I posted my Savage X Fenty try on, filling out the lingerie, seeing how it fits on me. And one of my subscribers actually commented down below and said, how did you get your bikini line so smooth? I was confuzzled. I was just like, I don't know, I didn't even really try. I didn't even really do anything. But then I was like, you know what? She right. This is actually the time where we trying to lose weight, you know what I'm saying, get in shape. I said to myself, do a little research and find out some tips and tricks in order to have a really nice smooth bikini line, so you can just go in there and you just be flexing, do your little Captain Morgan stance. Like, we trying to get to the Captain Morgan stance on these hoes. So in today's video, I'm actually gonna be talking about waxing and shaving, because there's also laser remover too, but I don't know, if you have the coin for that, then you can go right ahead. This is just a disclaimer before we get started. Be sure to use your own discretion when using products, and always do your research before you even do anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't take a YouTube video for actual fact, and always do your own research, because something like this area is very, very sensitive, and we don't want you messing up your cooter cat, okay? No messed up cooter cats. So let's start off with waxing. Waxing you can either do on your own, or you can go to a professional to get it done. And it ranges from $10 to maybe even up in the 120, 130s, depending on what you get. Some people get the Brazilian, a little hairline strip, pew. So the reason why a lot of people would want to get a wax is because it actually takes the hair out of the follicle. No, Kelly Clarkson! It takes longer for the hair to grow back again. It can last for 2 to 6 weeks. Whereas with shaving, you're just mowing the lawn. If you have the money to go to professional, I always say it's quick, it's easy, they know what they're doing. Go to professional and get it done. And just make sure you're doing your little regimens at home to keep it nice and smooth so you don't get any ingrown hairs. But if you don't have money like that and you want to do it at home, there are kits that you can get either from Walmart or your neighborhood store in the beauty section, or I don't know, would it be feminine hygiene or something like that, where the lotions and stuff are. And one kit that I actually found is called Nads Natural Hair Removal, and it was actually $10.99. Comes with everything in the kit, and everything is natural, and it's good for bikini lines. Be careful not to get a wax that's not for bikini lines. There are some waxes that you can use for your arm and stuff, or for your legs. Those are a little bit more stronger and not as sensitive. So you want to make sure, if you are going to do it on your own, that you're paying attention to the box and what the label says, and that it's good for bikini lines. A lot of people think that that you should cut the hair a little bit. Don't cut the hair, because if you cut it too short, then the wax is not going to be able to grab onto the hair. So you actually want your hair as long as possible. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. Hopefully we don't have any Rapunzels going on from down there, but girl, if you do have some Rapunzels, you gonna want to snip the Rapunzels, but don't get scissor happy. You know what I'm saying? You want it long enough so that it can grip and rip. Grip and rip, grip and grip. You guys get the idea. Don't cut too much to whereas the wax can't absorb it to get it out, because you need some type of length. Peel it off and make sure you try to do it evenly. After you wax it off, you can exfoliate it, rinse it off with cold water, and then moisturize, girl. Just moisturize that kitty cat. And if you want to use some powder, pat, to keep her dry so she don't sweat too much, because when it's hot, she be woo, girl. The cons with waxing, besides it being too pricey, is that it can hurt, And it probably could even leave a little bit of redness because, you know, it's sensitive down there. So if you don't want to go through that, then we're gonna go right on to shaving. All right, so now it's time to talk about shaving. What most people would probably do, I know for me, like, that's me right there. I don't know if I have the heart to wax, but anyway, I digress. So shaving, way cheaper. You just get yourself a razor, you know, for that area. You can either use the Chic Intuition, which is like this big gigantor of a razor because it has the foam around it. It's around 10 or 11 bucks, depending on where you are. If not, you can use a regular razor with some shaving cream or whatever shaving cream of your choice. Remember, topical. Don't let any product get in between the lips. We don't want that. Topical, not too much, keep it light. Warm water is gonna open it up a little bit, the pores and stuff. And then you're gonna put your cream on it, unless you have that razor that I said before, and you're just going to shave. Remember not to go against the grain. Try to slide it. Something that I do, like, how can I? Let's just say right here is my cootie cat, and this is my leg. I like to like take it and shave inward towards my cootie cat to get that part where the leg and the cootie cat meet. That's how I get it so smooth like that. I don't just like shave down. I try to like, almost like a U, you know, on both sides of my legs. Bring it in. But again, it depends on you, however you do it. Shave in the direction that is with your hair. Don't shave opposite, because then that's actually going to cause ingrown hairs or a lot more razor bumps, okay? Because it's like the razor's plucking against the hair as it, why did I do that? The razor is plucking against the hair as it glides, basically. It's not a smooth glide. You want a smooth glide. You want a smooth surface, man. You know, I'm flying, Jack. That's what you want. You want that to just, after you have shaven with your cream, you know, you rinse it off. Here's an important step. Girl, you gotta exfoliate. Exfoliating actually helps to prevent ingrown hairs, because now you're just roughing that stuff up. You might have even a little bit of the stubble there because it's shaving, it's not waxing. So a little bit of the base of the follicle is still there. So it's irritating. It's like, girl, you just cut me. Like, I'm so upset. Wait till I grow back up. I'm gonna turn my head this way, and then I'm gonna grow back down into the other side. You just wait. No, little bitch. What I would suggest is actually using something that has, like, you know, the little beads in it. Good face wash. Whatever is sensitive enough for the face can be sensitive enough for down there. Don't use too much, just a little bit of it. One that I found was the Neutrogena Naturals Purifying Pore Scrub. Keyword, pore scrub. Getting out any other kind of like residues. Yeah, nice and buffed. It's a buff. Think of the exfoliation part as a little buffing, girl. So you just gonna buff. After that, you're going to rinse with cold water. The cold water is going to tighten the skin and it's gonna close the pores up a little bit. But everyone is different. Some people still shave and it still happens. Like, everyone's different, okay? But that helps. So exfoliation, rinse with cold water to close up the pores, and then you moisturize. So I would moisturize with an aloe vera gel. I actually use Tropical Sun aloe vera gel for almost everything. There's some people that actually use coconut oil, shea butter. Make sure not to put too much. You want to put it almost, I don't know if any of you guys have tattoos, you know, they tell you to put a thin layer on. I would do it like that. Put a thin layer, because you don't want to clog up. It's just like, you know, wearing makeup, clogging up your pores, and then you get ugly pimples. And believe it or not, you can get pimples on your cuter cat. So we don't want no pimples on top of like ingrown hairs, because then if you're gonna use stuff that's like a heavier kind of grease, just put a thin layer on it, you know, just thin, and just rub it, moisturize it that way. If that's all you have, that's fine. Again, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong way. If you do have this like whole ingrown hair problem and it's already there, or you're trying to prevent it, even with preventing it, I should have mentioned it before, but something that's actually really good for it is witch hazel. So it's like a toner. It's anti-inflammatory, and antiseptic products are going to soothe those bumps and kind of basically restore it. You also can do it if you don't have razor bumps. So after you would do the whole exfoliation part, that's when you would do the witch hazel part. Let that dry off, and then you can moisturize. Another product you can actually use is tea tree oil. Same thing, it's basically the same. It's another natural remedy that can help heal bumps you already have and prevent bumps from happening if you do it faithfully. And this is not only like after you shave, you know, after you take a shower, exfoliate, just gonna naturally help your skin like amazingly. Whatever the heck you do, girl, you do you. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. I think I got everything that I wanted to say. If I did miss something, please leave a comment down below. What do you guys do? What's your regimen? How do you get your kitty silky smooth? So remember, guys, just to go over, okay? Exfoliation, run cold water. You're probably just gonna look like, it's gonna tighten up the skin and close the pores, okay? 3, witch hazel or tea tree oil. This is the part that you would do that if you wanna try to prevent it from happening, or if you already have some type of razor bumps or cut or scars, tea tree oil, witch hazel. Either or, it doesn't matter. Just something that's gonna be strong enough yet delicate enough not to hurt you down there. Then after that, you're gonna moisturize. I'm not sure if you can use actual aloe vera, because I don't know how strong that is. I've never actually used real aloe vera before. I've always had the gel, but I'm saying I would use the gel. Again, it's your discretion. Do what you must. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it and my goofiness and my shenanigans and blah, 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 blah. And if you have any more suggestions, let's get the conversation started down below. Okay? And you already know, subscribe because you know that you want to, not because you feel like you have to. That just means I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. Subscribe because you just fuck with my content, you know? Duh. I mean, it's YouTube. You already know I want you to subscribe. But I want you to want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna ask you. I ain't gonna ask you. And if you do decide to subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be updated with all my videos when they come out. Okay, girl? Because we don't want you missing no videos now. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Hey.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you. I'm about to go yay. I'm about to go yay. I'm about to go yay. Go fuck what you say. I'm about to go yay. I'm about to go yay.